good spirits further back. And most of these runners will be happy with the time around the 4-hour mark. Sean Coxhead will be delighted just to finish, and he's taking in every ounce of the atmosphere.
The crowds there are amazing. I saw my wife there, my little girl as well. Stopped to give them a quick hug. The atmosphere is fantastic.
Sean has a remarkable story. We went to meet him before the race when he was training with the GoodGym team for this event. And to be honest, it's amazing that Sean is racing at all.
So in February, I started to fall ill, and it took a couple of months, but then in May, they diagnosed me with terminal advanced cancer. So I've got bladder cancer, which has spread to the spine and the pelvic bone as well, which means it's incurable. So just being out running and keeping active, it's definitely helped me mentally, and it gives you something to focus on and just distract you from everything that's going on.
And the GoodGym team are responsible for facilitating this for Sean. They're a group of runners that combine keeping fit with good deeds, whether that be helping an elderly person in the garden or keeping someone company, or indeed helping someone like Sean.
He's really just said, you know, I want to just do this marathon however much it hurts, because actually I might not get the chance to do it again. And so he's really turning it around and making it positive, and we're just doing everything we can to support him as much as possible to do exactly what he wants to do. His main goals was that he wanted to just finish the marathon for a last time.
Well, it's a big ambition, and he won't be able to run all the way, but he will be able to complete the race with the help of the GoodGym crew.
I struggle to run more than 10-20 metres at times. Some days I struggle to even get out of bed, so it's not easy. The guys at GoodGym got in touch with the marathon organisers, and they've arranged for us to use a wheelchair, which is going to make the whole thing so much easier. I'll be jumping in and out of the wheelchair, running as much as I can, so it's going to make it so much better. It's going to actually allow me to finish, whereas there's no way I would have finished it before.
Sean, how were the first 3 miles? Tiring. Yeah, my legs are aching a bit. The atmosphere is great, I'm loving it.
Well, he's still got some way to go, and as he says, he'll run a bit and sit for a bit, but he's surrounded by some fantastic people, and there are plenty of human interest stories out there on the roads today. The elite may get the headlines, but those further back are often the ones that provide the inspiration. Final stages of the longest run Matt's ever done, the culmination of not a day's work, not a week's work, but months and years of effort. Sean Coxhead heading for the finish now with the help of the GoodGym team.
How much support have you been having out on the course so far?
It's been absolutely amazing. Everybody's cheering and shouting. It's fantastic.
And how's morale in the team?
Everybody's great. Yeah, they're loving it, aren't you?
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely super. It's been a great event.
Each of the GoodGym team members taking it in turns to do a little bit of pushing, and they kept a pretty good pace all the way through. Hey, Cameron taking her turn at the controls.
He won't be given the option, he'll definitely be getting out and running. I won't let him sit in the chair for that last bit. He'll definitely be running, using all the last bit of strength that he's got on the day. And also, the crowd will really be a big part of that, and all the screaming and the support. It does motivate you, and he will be very motivated with all those GoodGymmers lining the course for him.
And all the GoodGym runners getting together for the final stage of this Yorkshire Marathon. They've done a great job.
I'm going to cross that finish line today, and that shows that if you carry on, you can still finish it, and if you can still get out there, you can still do things, you can still carry on. Crossing that line is just going to mean everything to me.
It's going to be one emotional moment for Sean when he finally gets there. His wife and daughter waiting for him at the finish, and while they push on, Team Brian are starting to struggle a little bit. Remember, they're after a target time of 4 hours 50, and the first half it looked as though it was going to be a breeze, but Brian has slowed dramatically in the closing stages.
This is the last one, 6-7k, and then I'm there. But boy, legs are just aching all over. Oh.
Well, this is where it becomes a mental battle as well as a physical one. And strangely enough, the last 500 metres always seems easy. You know you've made it. It's time to enjoy, reap the benefits of all those hours of work. Kevin Sinfield, another fine performance from him. Every year he looks more like a marathon runner.
Really enjoyed it again. People of Yorkshire have come out and support was fantastic, so to do it for the Jane Tomlinson Fund, it's something I'm honoured to do it for and delighted to get it done.
3:21:16, brilliant. The emotion, the pain, the celebration, it's all part of marathon running. Here's Karina. Remember, she moved from Boston to London, but she came to York for her first marathon, and she smiles away across the line.
I cramped a bit at the end, but I just knew I had to get in, so I did, and I'm happy with the time. I was hoping to be under 3:30, and I was, so that's great. It's beautiful, even in the rain. It was really fun, and the crowd was great. I had so many high fives along the way, so it was really fun.
Tony Ordenshaw's another man who's had a few high fives on the way round, and he's been very, very positive about the weather conditions. Here he comes. Another marathon ticked off.
Well, I've done much better than I thought, 3:35. I'm really, really pleased with that. And really, the supporters who are out there on a day like this, thank you to them, because it really makes a difference. We may not always be able to acknowledge it as we're going past, because you're sort of focused on what you're doing, but it really makes a difference. You know, not many walkers today, but honestly, these conditions, it's perfect for running. I can't say it enough. Oh, I need a good sit down and a pint.
A marathon, the equivalent of 422 lengths of a rugby league pitch. And Jamie Peacock's going to make it.
Yeah, it was tough, very tough, yeah. Thanks to everyone who turned out and supported us. I mean, that's a tougher job, I reckon, than running. Stood out there, clapping us along for 4 hours. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it.
And I think you're absolutely dead on with yourself and Kev there. I think he was just over 20 minutes ahead of you.
Yeah, he will, because he's very fit, really good runner. I'm having my time, 10 minutes off the London time, so onwards and upwards.
Various states of exhaustion as they cross the line, but not too exhausted to pop the question. Sam Beavers gets engaged to Nicole Hartley on the finish line.
It's been amazing. The best day, yeah.
And here comes Matthew Burke. After 6 years of graft and pain, his rehab is over, and successful at that.
At some parts, don't get me wrong, it was tough. Once I got my second wind, mostly on the second half, it felt like a bit of a breeze to me. So, yeah, I feel amazing actually. I was quite surprised actually I got this far. I tell you what, the support is amazing. No matter where you go, you know, there's someone there shouting your name, egging you on. Even the runners, they're helping you as well. You can't get better than this, really.
Here comes Sean Coxhead, the final meters. The smiles are growing on the GoodGym team. And the moment will come where Sean takes to his feet. Here he goes. He ran the first 3.5 miles. And he's been in and out of the chair since then, but He wants to cross the line on his own 2 feet. A man who's been diagnosed with terminal cancer was desperate to complete a marathon. You can only imagine the emotion going through Sean at this moment. And the whole of the GoodGym team will be sharing in that. As will his family. The story of the day. What an effort.
I'm so proud of him. He's an amazing man. I'm so proud of him. I love him to bits.
What was the support like out there on the course? Because you've probably seen all of it.
Yeah, the crowds have been great. They've all been there cheering us on and getting us round. Despite the rain, they're amazing. I cannot thank these guys enough. They've been so much to help me out. It's been brilliant.
Well, that is what the GoodGym organisation is all about. And here's another pretty amazing story. Brian Williams edging his way towards the finish line. But remember, he has got to beat the 4-hour 50-minute mark to be able to apply for a place in the Comrades Marathon in South Africa, which is his big dream at the moment. And it's getting perilously close. It's going to be a matter of seconds for Brian. And he does it by the smallest of margins. 14 seconds. My goodness, that was close.
Tom, listen, this is a little bit longer than a park run, but your dad's done a fantastic effort, hasn't he?
Oh, unbelievable.
Brian, that is some effort today.
14 seconds, I can't believe it.